What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I hope everyone is doing well. Tried to do a live video. It didn't go well. The app kept stopping or crashing or something. I don't know. So we're just going to do elemental readings. And on the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So some of you guys are taking a break from someone in your life, and I think that that's probably a good plan considering the circumstances. For some of you guys have a lot of talent, and that might not be taken into the right hands at times with certain people. I feel like you're still kind of stuck on something, or if you do feel like you're stuck on something, it's because there's something from your past that you need to let go of, and it has something to do with like peace and balance, compassion, maybe for yourself, so that you can like renew and grow from this, whatever it is that you're going through. This is the Seven of Pentacles. So this talks about kind of receiving the benefits of your hard work, like putting time and effort in, but you know, reaping the benefits of it, but maybe not all at once, maybe not in the amount that you'd like. Maybe $7, $700, $7,000 isn't a lot of money to some people, but at the same time, you need to remain in a good spirit, because I think that you have, for some of you Virgos, you've had to spend some time maybe, or you need to spend some time, or you've had to on your own. And I think that you wish or hope for something better when it comes to maybe a routine in your life, or maybe when it comes to a home situation. But at the end of the day, there's some type of perspective that they want you to see. And sometimes adding humor in the midst of confusion does help. Oh, I just threw that. Sorry. I think that it would help you guys to have like oil diffusers, you know, like essential oils. There's certain ones for everyone. You could even like look up your sign and see which ones are good for you specifically, or maybe like something that you are dealing with. But it has something to do with maybe discernment, because some of you guys are very able to channel or understand information in large amounts in a way that maybe other people can't, and that will bring you a lot of success in your business. But at the same time, some of your unconscious desires could be coming through, and it's kind of leading you on a roller coaster, maybe with people in your life. Some of you guys have to find a sense of freedom and heal from things, and don't get facts and fears mixed up, because nothing that would come from a good place would bring you fear. So some of those thoughts or emotions may not be true. Some of those thoughts and emotions may look a certain way because of the consciousness of your mind at that time. And I think that some of you guys are going through something. You've been going through something, and it's hard for you to accept or understand other people telling you what to do, because maybe you have a boss mentality, or maybe you have the alpha mentality where the alpha doesn't apologize. The alpha does things this way. But the fact of the matter is that there's always cause and effect. For everything that we do, there's going to be something that happens, and sometimes that's not always an easy outcome for some of you guys. With the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and I believe this is the King of Wands. This is about some of you guys just desiring or wanting to go out on your own and go after your dreams, go after your creative endeavors. But it's important, they're saying, I think that's a good idea, but it's important for you to remember that everything that you do comes back. So if there was some decisions that weren't made from a good place, or there was some investments that weren't in a good place, or, you know, that everything is judged. And sometimes our biggest critic is ourselves. And it's like, we know, but it's like, it's almost like they're saying some of you guys as friends, some of you guys as followers, are very possessive over money. So it's like, if you lend someone money, maybe it's not like good energy around that because of whatever reason. Like, someone needs to transition out of, you know, thinking about in a diverse situation, how can you equal this out, especially if it's something that you really want to do. You know, it's not the mental and it's not that you don't believe in yourself. It's more that you're having a hard time finding joy in your creative things that you have. Like, there's not many things right now that make you truly happy, and you don't really want to burn out the things that do, if that makes any sense. Some of you guys have tremendous strength, and it comes from a place that you don't remember, or a person that you don't remember. And I think that it's important for you to remember that moving forward, that your inner perception of yourself might not be the outer perception that other people have of you. You know, some of you guys have really strong Jupiter energy that is emotionally driven. So it's almost like pleasure seeking energy, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. But it's sometimes there's a need to kind of, understand that all good things must come to an end, that nothing lasts forever, that, you know, you're going to have problems and challenges, and that's just a part that everyone has. That, you know, there's like I said in the other video, there's an intricate balance that's needed for creativity, for abilities to come through in the right way, for people to come off in the right way, because maybe some of you guys don't. Maybe some of you guys let your fears take over, and then you come off in a certain way that really isn't who you are. With the Page of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords, there's the mental energy. There's the maybe keeping to yourself, maybe working on things yourself, thinking that no one else can do it for you, so you're working twice as much. No one can do it as good as you, you know, especially in a romantic sense. Some of you guys don't really let your partner in on what you're going through, what you're thinking, or anything. You know, you're kind of in really independent energy. So maybe the person you're with is confused, or you're confused by their energy, or maybe you're very two independent people, and it's hard for you to like discern that. It's hard for you to understand that maybe you both have certain things that you're good at, and it could be like taking that on in addition to your own to build something in a better way, but working to the advantage of everyone involved, whether it's a coworker, whether it's a partner, whether it's a client, whatever this is. But it doesn't really matter what it looks like. It just matters what kind of everything that you've been through to get you to where you are is going to affect the outcome. But your fears might be tweaking it with, you know, how things end up if you don't put the right time and effort into, you know, maybe not bottling up your emotions for 9 years, or, you know, it's just like with this 8 energy, 8s are all about change, and the infinity symbol, what goes around comes around. It's a continuous cycle of the same thing. And so whatever you work on, whatever you're thinking consistently or constantly, is going to bring the same kind of issues back into your life. And that's not an easy thing to understand or accept at times. But there might be a need to kind of take some time out and do some yoga, do some meditation, or just listen to it when you're sleeping. For some of you guys that are like, okay, you know, but backing up and seeing things from the outside view sometimes isn't always easy to do. You know, that you guys are all about structure and planning and stability, you know, but there's something with self-expression for you that is difficult. And I think that it's because maybe some people have the wrong idea. Maybe some people don't understand. Maybe some people that you've known for a very long time, you know, really don't know you. Maybe your feelings that you genuinely have for people are misconstrued by whatever it is that you're doing or what you spend your time and your energy on. Maybe people have no idea if you actually have genuine good emotions for them, because you're not exactly expressing them. You're going to work. You're constantly working. You know what I mean? With the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords and the Star, this is really all about you understanding who you are as a person, what place that you take in society. You know, sometimes we have to listen to understand or comprehend another person and not listen to respond. Sometimes we need to listen to our own voice in our head, the positive one, not the negative one, that anything that comes from a place of fear wouldn't be the right energy to listen to or the one to go with, because that same fear or that same energy is going to come back. And it's like you want to get away from it, you want to grow and you want to expand and you want to go after these things that make you happy or that make you feel good. But at the end of the day, if you want to expand on whatever it is that you're working on, it's going to need to, maybe things need to take a back seat, you know, maybe it's going to be a lot about self-discipline for some of you guys, that in small amounts things are okay, but if you want to be successful in whatever it is that you want to work on, that whoever you're dealing with or you just need to understand that you're learning, and in that process you could be also teaching at the same time, and it's confusing, you know, but I just feel like there's a lot to be learned. There's a lot of things that could be changing for some of you guys, and it has a lot to do with communication. It says balance and angel, or balance and harmony. You have gossip, long-term, secrets, expression, and I don't know what to do with how I feel. And this one says, you're my angel, and I love your honesty and confidence. Someone could be getting earrings from someone. Someone wants to express this, like they see this as long-term, but it's almost like the gossip is like the chatter, like the things left unsaid, like that we listen to sometimes, you know, but you don't really know the good things that this person feels about you, or that, you know, maybe your fears get in the way of allowing yourself to have the things that you want and deserve in life, because everything's been fear-based for so long in society as a whole, history, you know, because fear is a main way of control. But don't let that fear be the controlling factor in your own life and hold yourself back. You know, some of you guys have had a pretty heavy emotional loss and you've kept it to yourself, and it's really, you're suffering in silence. You're not talking about it. And this needs to be, it's like you're transforming, but it's going to take patience and planning. But you guys are also going to be tempted, you know, along this path. But I feel like once you come into the sense of awareness of everything, that's really all we need, is that perception and the right awareness, so that we can send people away with good energy, that we love this person, that we cared about them, that we can celebrate them when they were here. But there is still hope for the future. And even if you're bored, even if some of you guys get pregnant or you're worried about whatever, that destiny's here, and that, you know, planting the energy in the right way can bring in the right energy. But you have to ask for this. You have to speak that out into the universe, that this, you know, this lighthearted, this good energy, it, you know, accept it into your life in times of struggle and strife, and not be mad or hold it against yourself, because I honestly feel like some of you guys really blame yourself for something, and it's like nothing that you would have ever had control over. And I think that some of you guys have been taught things from someone in your life, and this person taught you what you know, and it's hard for you to not have this person anymore, because they were the only ones that understood your emotions. They're the only ones that understood you when you didn't say anything. They're the only ones that knew what you loved, and you felt like you didn't do it fast enough, or you didn't do enough for them to be proud of you, or that you weren't good enough, or something like that. And none of that is true. It's time to put a rest to the things that are holding you back, and essentially from getting what it is that you want. And, you know, seeing yourself in a positive light is what's going to have other people see you in a positive light. But if you see yourself in a negative light, then that's what other people are going to see. Like, literally, a lot of the thoughts that you have about yourself are projected on another person, and then that manifests. And sometimes we don't need to manifest that negative energy at all. We don't have to let the fear in. We don't have to let the addiction in that far. We can accept what has happened and move forward in that energy, even if it's not perfect, even if it doesn't look like you want it to. Hope you guys have a good night.